Will it be dynasty? Will the champions be dethroned? We will find out in just a moment.
For the fans of RC Cola, get up on your feet as we meet the starting lineup of the RC Cola Air Force Raiders. Starting with number 9, Airwoman Second Class, Judy Ann Caballero. Number 1, Airwoman Second Class, Rhea Di Maculangan. Number 10, Airwoman Second Class, Micah Ortiz. Number 12, Airwoman Second Class, Joy Cassis. Number 4, Airwoman Second Class, Yari Yoko. Number 5, Josmer Tapik. And libero is Jill Gustilio. The head coach for RC Cola Air Force is Staff Sergeant Clarence Esteban. It's now your turn to stand up, Generika Army, as we meet the starting lineup for the Lady Troopers, starting with number 17 team captain, Corporal Tina Sala. Number 1, Private First Class, Jeannie Sabas. Number 13, Rachel Ann Dakis. Number 18, Jessie De Leon. Number 5, Private First Class, Game Balse. Number 14, Private Nene Bautista. Libero is number 15, Christine Agno. And the head coach for the Generika Army is Coach Sergeant Rico Wickesmar.
The generals at the sidelines, Coach Rico de Guzman. For Generika Army, Coach Clarence Esteban. For RC Cola Air Force, the stage is set here at the Cuneta Astrodome. Generika Army is ready. RC Cola Air Force is ready. Mr. Texuter, are you ready?
I am just so excited for this game to get going, James. I'm so antsy. So excited to see how these teams will play a little chess against each other.
A focused look on the faces of our volleyball gladiators on the floor. It is going to be a battle of wit, a battle of strength, a battle of heart. It is the finals of the women's division, and Tina Salak will open the game from the service line. Here we go. They go cross court. The dive, but no protection on the floor. RC Cola with the opening point.
Yeah, Rhea Di Maculangan trying to get Cassis involved early. She only had 10 kills in that last game. Hopefully she comes alive, and Yari Yonko needs to really step up on the opposite position if RC Cola will have any success. Hopefully Micah Ortiz can draw the middle blocker here of Generika Army, freeing up her wings.
Rhea Di Maculangan, unfortunately, commits a service error, uncharacteristic, because she's #1 in the league in terms of service.
Maybe game jitters here. This is a packed crowd. Almost reminds me of Cebu, partner.
Casas, poor reception, and Generika Army serves up an ace. It's like two heavyweight champions trading jabs to start set number 1.
We have the two UST Growling Tigers across the net from each other, Balsa and Ortiz.
It's basically a UST reunion of sorts
Yeah,
for both these teams. Gonzaga gets under it. Balsa tries to push. Unfortunately, no go. Another point goes to RC Cola Air Force.
That was kind of, well, aside from the result, it was clever of Juvie Gonzaga. She called Nene Bautista's name, hoping the blockers would come over here, and she gave it to Balse. Kind of clever. Unfortunate result, though.
That service just goes out. 2 service errors so far. Early in set number 1. And the crowd goes wild as Rachel Andakis is on deck to serve.
The Makulangan here on RC Cola side calling out the play. Let's see what she runs here.
Chance for the Raiders. Salak gets under it. Dominic Gonzaga, lucky shot and a finish.
Heads up play here from Juvie Gonzaga. Boy, finding zone 1 open. She went over on 2. Heads up play.
The Bionic Guapa. And CPU. Dominic Gonzaga gets the finish, sending Rachel Andakis back to the service line. D-Mac with a setup. The windup. No finish. Ball still alive.
Oh, free ball here for Army. Let's see what Tina Salak will run.
Tina goes to Nene. Great dig on the other end. They have to adjust, and they get the finish. And Joy Casas with a strong, confident start in set number 1.
Yeah, as we can see here, the confusion here in the back row of Generika Army. The libero is supposed to come a little bit over. Should have helped out, but actually that was Rachel Andakis' ball. She was a little too sweet.
And the rule of thumb is if it's to your right, almost always, or at least in your area.
Yeah, the one with the right hand.
Balse hammers it home. Generika Army up by 2, 5-7-3. Dominic Gonzaga on deck for the Lady Troopers. RC Cola receives well. They set up Yonko. Off the blocker. Dakis picks it up. Gonzaga, cross court. Nene Bautista. Good coverage by RC Cola. They go back to Yonko. Dakis continues to dig it up. Balsa cannot score. Good rally here in this set. Attack. Short point goes to Generika Army.
You know, even in their last game, Rhea Ibabulangan and Tapping are kind of not on the same page. Just inches off.
6 serving 3 in set number 1. Lady Troopers with the advantage against the Raiders. Quick attack. Dug up by Gonzaga. Nene puts it down.
Coach of RC Cola tweaking his back row defense here. I like how Tina Salak's calling with signs and a little verbiage, you know, slight adjustments here. She's noticing the blockers, how they're reacting.
Powerful shot and the finish for RC Cola.
Yeah, Agno a little out of position. As I often point out, she was hiding in the shadow of the block. She couldn't see the ball coming.
Caballero always very explosive. Super Iya. Yara Yonko is on deck to serve.
Yeah, she needs a really strong game here for RC Cola.
Sala combines with Balse. Off speed. Balse gets under it. And Generika Army gives up a chance ball. D-Mac goes cross court. Gonzaga protects the floor. Sala to Balse. And that point goes to RC Cola Air Force.
Yeah, Balse there losing track of the ball. I'm sure the coach here kind of upset with that play call. Could have gone to her percentage hitter or let Juvie hit back row.
Yonko back on deck to serve. 5 serving 7. They are targeting Gonzaga with a service. Balse hammers it home. And we will go into the first technical timeout. Generika Army with the advantage, 8-5. for everyone joining us watching live here at the Coneta Astrodome in Pasay City. Good size crowd here as you look at Mr. Popoy Rigo, the chairman of the Philippine Superliga. Welcome, sir. Clad in green, enjoying the action here at ringside. And so far, Generika Army with a good start, leading 8-5.
That's right. Hope the service error there for Mary Jane Bassett. Tina Salak was the most vocal in the timeout here of Generika Army, I was noticing. Probably tweaking her offense. Whenever she calls, she gives signs, and then she'll whisper something, see? It's amazing. All you young setters, be it female, be it male, you guys can take notice of how Tina Salak runs her team. You don't have to be the captain ball to be the setter, but you do run your team.
You know, I remember a sequence in their semis matchup against AirAsia Zest where Salak was able to save it, was able to attack, and was able to set up her attacker in the next possession for Generika Army. But look at Takis throw it down, gets a block and a kill.
That's what that dominant running attack there that Mike Artis was using against PLDT. Wow, beautiful block here by Rachel Andakis. Wow.
10 serving 6.
She's used to Dindin Santiago doing it, so.
Oh, that one is gone.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to point this out, but Julie Gonzaga gets caught in that predicament quite often. But their last game, she was a defensive gem. So let's see if she makes the adjustments here.
They send it over to Dakis. Cross-court attack. Dakis digs it up. Rachel off speed. And a chance for RC Cola Air Force. Off the blocker. Agno digs it up. Casas being checked here. Running attack. Gonzaga digs it up. Salak with a dunk. Unfortunately, goes out of bounds.
Yeah, veteran move there. She even has a chuckle about it. She was trying to go deep corner. Beautiful defense now by Julie Gonzaga at that point, keeping the ball alive.
Both teams actively protecting their floor if the ball gets through the block. Dakis off the blocker. Almost falls in. Off the blocker, gets the finish. Strong move from Joy Casas.
Yeah, Joy Casas really needs a big game and looks like she came here to play. As you see her here, she's going to challenge the block. Sees Mary Jane Bassett late there. Heads up hitting.
Recognizing that even though a double block was being performed, one of them was late. Salak to Sabas. Blocked away, and point goes for RC Cola Air Force. Back-to-back hits.
Beautiful defense here by RC Cola. Nobody fooled by that play.
We are all tied up, 10-all here in set number 1.
It'll be interesting. Let's see what Tina Salak will run now.
Similar topic, on deck to serve. Or make that Judy Caballero. Dakis puts it down.
Look at the play call here from Tina Salak. It's going to be a slight win. Oh, they're not going to show it again.
But before action resumes, let's turn it over to EJ Gamboa.
Thanks, James and Tex. Well, indeed, the Air Force is a young team, and even though they are a young team, they're trying to show their heart, and that being a brave heart will take you to places. That is what they're trying to show in this first set. Now, with Coach pretty contented with the performance of the girls, he told them that they just have to have fuller coverage of the court. He instructed Caballero to particularly to do better timing in defending the net. Moreover, he affirmed to the girls that the lead of the Army is not that huge. So they just be, stick to their game plan. They should not be stuttered and just support each other. Guys, back to you.
Thank you so much, EJ. Well, Joy Casas certainly getting her money's worth whenever she tests the floor defense of Team Agno. Agno has been able to dig those shots up. An attack error, another point goes to Generika Army, 13 serving 10.
It's almost reminiscent of that AirAsia game where the defense of the Army was just wearing up the offense of AirAsia.
The running attack. Ball still in play. Then Agno digs it up at the back row. Salak backs it. Gonzaga couldn't score. Salak goes cross court. Dak is off the blocker. Yonko digs it up. Cases blocked away. Agno digs it up. What an effort defensively. Gonzaga off the blocker. Yonko digs it up. Excellent defense for both teams. Agno again.
Fantastic dig.
But RC Cola with a punctuation in that rally.
Unfortunate result. Sabas hit it into the net. A fantastic defense from the libero of Generika Army, keeping that ball alive. Kudos to both teams, just grinding it out.
Yari Yonko even getting into the digging mix as Generika Army was testing if she can dive down and protect the floor as well. On deck the serve, D-Mac. Rhea de Maculangan. Salak goes back to Gonzaga. Left shot is good. And Generika Army takes a 14-11 advantage as we send it over to Carla Agos.
Thank you, James. This volleyball court is turning out to be a real battlefield. Now, listening in on the huddle earlier, Coach Rico gave very simple and clear instructions for his girls. Step up your game. He wants them to step up their game in the form of better floor coverage and communication with one another in order to react properly to the ball that RC Cola throws at them. He also told them not to be overconfident, that they will neglect the possibility of the ball still being alive in a rally. When you noticed Tina Salak being vocal text, she was actually encouraging her teammates and reminding them of their specific positions in the plays that she plans to run in this set. Could the possibility of a three-peat be too much for the Troopers? Back to you guys.
True mark of a leader. Thank you so much, Carla Agos. Tina Salak making sure everyone is on the same page. Unfortunately, she could have controlled that one. And RC Cola Air Force scores on the check ball. 12 serving 15. You're in set number 1. And an early substitution for RC Cola Air Force. Angel Antipuesto now in the game for Josimer Tapik.
Yeah, we didn't mention her name in the pregame, but she was instrumental also defensively for RC Cola in their win against PLDT. One of the unsung heroes there.
Palse couldn't score. And a point will go to RC Cola because of 4 touches according to our game official.
Tina Salak just settling her middle attacker down.
13 serving 15. On deck to serve is Mike Ortiz.
If they pass this ball well, it's going to be a pretty play. They couldn't pass the ball.
Gonzaga off speed, friendly roll. Dominant Gonzaga. Sometimes it's good to be talented, but sometimes luck plays a part in it. They are up 16-13. A 3-point advantage for Generika Army against RC Cola Air Force. As you look, PSL ambassador and of course a player for the System Active Smashers, Mr. Richard Gomez, in attendance here in the women's finals of the All Filipino Conference. Cases gets under it to Yonko. Goes down the line for the finish.
As you can see, the similar defensive error here from Generika Army. Coach Kung Fu there showing an illustration of the configuration.
And that the serve is Joy Cases. Cases actually 7th in the league in spiking, 7th in scoring as well. Unfortunately commits that error, giving a point to Generika Army, 17 serving 14. Dominant Gonzaga on deck. Gonzaga number 5 in the league in scoring, 3rd in spiking. D-Mac with a setup, the windup, and the finish. Like the girl you mentioned, Angel Antipuesto, putting her name on the scoring board. Just a smart move, getting the check ball. Pulls her team to within 2.
Yeah, the setter, Rhea de Maculangan, D-Mac, trying to establish both middles.
Bautista to Palse. Great dig at the back row by Cases. They go cross court. Unfortunately, goes out of bounds.
Caballero with a kind of a lazy wrist snap, affecting the trajectory of her spike. Sending it out.
It's actually a quick scoring game here. 18 serving 15 in set number 1. D-Mac goes cross court. Caballero gets the finish.
Finding a seam in the block here of Generika Army. Able to punch that ball through.
The wingers of RC Cola Air Force definitely have enough lift, enough power to try and challenge the net coverage of Generika Army. Bautista goes cross court, couldn't finish. Drop ball attempt is good for Judy Caballero.
Judy Gonzaga caught sagging too deep again. Let's see if she starts reading the ball better.
RC Cola Air Force with a chance to equalize. 17 serving 18. They target Dakis on the service. Salak tries to dump. And that's a violation. Her attempt was not over, so 4 touches. And now we have a tied game, 18-all. On deck to serve, Angel Antipuesto. Again targeting Dakis. Salak goes to Nene, off the blocker for the finish.
Yeah, smart hitting here from Nene Bautista. Tooling Rhea Di Maculangan. She's not that short a blocker, but she is the shorter blocker. And believe me, you don't want to try to cross the ball there with Mike Ortiz at the net. Smart hitting there from Nene Bautista.
Back set, running attack. No goal. Dakis adjusts. Excellent dig by Yari Yonko. Caballero testing Agno, Sala. And a chance ball given up by Generika Army. Di Maculangan for the Ortiz running attack. Scouted by Gonzaga. Bautista. And Sala gives up another chance ball. Just at the top. And Generika Army wins the point.
Unfortunately, overpass there from Yari Yonko. That was a chance ball. Sent it over. A regalo ensued there. Generika Army, as you can see, heads up blocking from Dakis and Sabas.
Dakis continues to be a force, not just with her spikes, but also protecting the net. 2-point advantage, 20 serving 18. Caballero against 2 blockers for the finish.
Still punching that ball through. Challenging the double block that was already formed. See what Generika Army is doing. They're serving the outside hitters of RC Cola, trying to limit the play on that side of the court. Keep the ball away from Mike Ortiz.
Cross court. Dakis elevates, couldn't finish. Di Maculangan, cross court. And that one is good. Joy Cases elevates, detonates. And RC Cola ties this game up once again, 20-all.
Oh, beautiful cross-court hit here from Joy Cases. Overcommitted block here.
She finds the opening on the floor for the finish. And from University of Santo Tomas, Jessie De Leon is now in the game for Generika Army.
Let the reunion continue for the UST Growling Tigers here. As we have another Growling Tiger serving.
Shouldn't you be sweeping up as well? Salak goes to Dakis. Well, excellent coverage at the back row. Cases testing Agno. Agno still has her number. Gonzaga, lefty shot, no goal. Cases, one more try. Gonzaga chases it down.
Yeah, Gonzaga with the adjustment there, not getting caught.
Excellent pancake save. Unfortunately, attack not over.
High degree of difficulty here from Joy Cases. Ball was coming behind her. She tried to hit the ball over. Kind of lost track of the ball there.
Tina Sala receiving some instructions from Coach Rico de Guzman. She is on deck to serve. Salak gets under it, picks it up. Dakis, strong attack, ambitious attempt, goes out of bounds.
You could see with the attempt of Dakis, he kind of saw Di Maculangan just a quarter step late. Medyo nagigil si Dakis. He put too much juice on it and sent it long.
Well, when her eyebrows, meet in the middle, she wants to hammer it down. Talking about Rachel Dakis, so Rhea Di Maculangan is on deck to serve for RC Cola Air Force. This set Set number 1 tied, 21 all. Finals in the women's division. They target Nene on the serve. Dakis on the attack, blocked away. Salak backs it. Gonzaga over the defense, gets the finish.
Juby Gonzaga heads up hitting there. So the libero kind of start backing up. She went off speed and caught the backpedaler. See, back, okay. Yarionko should have helped out. Should have noticed her libero's out of position.
Jenny Sabas stepping in for Jessie De Leon. As Generika Army is within 3 points of taking the first set. Sabas also on deck to serve.
What a daunting view here of Mary Jane Palse, Rachel Andakis, and Juby Gonzaga. Who are you going to block?
Oh, excellent finish by Joey Casas.
Randy Makulangan, very impressive. Not intimidated at all, as we can see the nice, pretty four-set here for Casas. But Rachel Andakis a step late. Casas is fired up. I'm glad. She has a good game, or a really productive game.
I think the Casas Caballero combination, I think they're taking this really seriously. The matchup between them and Gonzaga and Dakis. Spasa scores in that sequence. Generika Army up 23 to 22.
This is a grinded out game here. Who wants it more? I mean, skill-wise, it's pretty much even. Christina Salak flapping the wings here of her libero.
DMAC goes cross court for the setup. The wind up. Yonko, no finish. Set point in set number 1. And Coach Clarence Esteban wants to sue for time, break up the momentum. Let's try to listen in.
Ikaw ang tinatarget doon sa dulo. Ikaw, Rubiset. Iya. Rhea, sino dito si... Dito sa gitna. Angel, tapos dulo. Joy, wala. Dalawa lang kayo. Pwedeng pag-combine mo to, tapos patrisin mo to. Para mag-iba tayo. Nasa guys ka ba? Joy.
Okay, the coach here of Arsicola wants to play in the middle. Maybe try to confuse Generika Army's defense.
Rachel Andakis serving for the set. DMAC tries to connect with Ia. Chance ball, give it up. Sala to Bautista, puts it down.
Wonderful setting here from Tina Sala, as she was able to isolate Nene Bautista.
And Generika Army draws first blood. They take the opening set in the finals in the women's division. This is what you get when you have the two best teams battling it out for the women's division crown. Generika Army, Arsicola Air Force, but the Lady Troopers taking set number 1.
That's right. As you can see, the stat lines here, very, very close stat line. As Tina Salak in the end proves to be the veteran setter as she ran that isolation play for Nene Bautista, and that ended the set. So you can see, like you mentioned earlier, 4 of the top 20 scorers are on the orange side of the court here, the Generika Army Lady Attackers.
Well, Congressman Representative Mr. Erwin Tieng in attendance. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon.
And of course, we have a very star-studded audience as well. Earlier we saw Royce Tubino, Jen Reyes, Jack Janela watching here at ringside as we begin set number 2 between Arsicola Air Force and Generika Army. Running attack. That one goes in for Generika Army. Opening point for Jenny Sabas.
Yeah, it looks like Arsicola, the defense was a little in disarray there. See if Rhea Di Maculanga can get Yarionko going here. They really need her output here.
Good sharp serve, but received well. Hammer doesn't fall. Chance for Dakis. Ambitious attempt. And she gets the finish.
Check ball call, but the form of Dakis there kind of not up to par, not up to her standard anyway. Kind of mishit the ball, but caught the top of the fingers there of the blocker.
Good read on the part of the Raiders, letting that service just go out of bounds. Finally, they're on the board. Michael Diz on serve for RC Cola Air Force. Kept things close in the first set, unfortunately fell. And those service errors continue to compound their woes. They are down by 2 points now against the Lady Troopers.
Yeah, it's interesting listening to the communication here on the RC Cola side. Joy Casas was telling Antipuesto and Ionco, the blocking scheme. He goes tao-tao, so everybody just stays with their person, with their man or woman.
Rhea de Mocolangan had to chase that one down, attack error. So string of errors in set number 2, allowing Generika Army to take a 4-1 advantage.
Let's see if RC Cola can turn things around. They can't let the Generika Army get a good lead on them. Generika Army is just too good.
Sabas with the serve. Antipuesto off the blocker.
Intensity there from Antipuesto. She went high hands. Good middle attack there.
Now they are down by 2 points, 2 serving 4. Joey Casas on deck. Tries to load up the serve but commits an error.
That's just sad to see. You're down in a championship game. Service errors are kind of intensified or magnified here in the consequence department. You can't get a rally started if you just chuck your services into the net.
Generika Army only too willing to take advantage. Castillo sends it to Caballero. Almost a check ball. Salak with a setup. Bautista to wind up. Ball doesn't fall. Back set. Yonko blocked away.
Well-formed block there from Nene Bautista and Mary Jane Balse. Or I should say, Dakis and Balse. As Nene Bautista now comes up to the front row.
Dakis returns to serve. And Rachel Dakis serves of an ace. And a 7-2 advantage in set number 2. Coach Clarence Esteban wants to sue for time. Let's try to listen in.
Dapat nakaharap ka sa receive. Joy, ikaw ang tinatarget sa receive. Dapat hindi ka mawalan doon. So hindi tayo makapag-play kasi wala tayong receive. Okay? Ngayon, Iya, pag nilalakasan mo yung palo mo, bumababa yung kamay mo. So nabablock. Kanina relax lang yung palo mo, nakaangat yung bola mo. Kaya hindi pa lakasan ng bola to, pataasan lang, porsyentuhan tayo. Pangalawa, yung service natin, medyo ingat muna tayo.
Guys, let's go! Bawi tayo!
Okay, volleyball 101 all around the board here for coach of RC Cola. You gotta receive. When you swing, you gotta hit it at the peak of your jump.
Look at Rachel Dakis.
How did he stay up? One quick right, knocked it back.
Very humble and smart move, she added. And if there's something wrong with the set, to tell her so she can fix it for them. Is championship experience enough? Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Carla. And right on cue, did Agno actually too strong on the dig, but actually scores a point.
Yeah, the success here of Generika Army, which Caballero decided to end, was the fact that Juvie Gonzaga was doing accurate short serving, which was affecting the offensive play here of RC Cola. About Tina Salak, yeah, she's maybe OC in the setting department, but aside from her setting, it's the defense of Generika Army just giving RC Cola some headaches there. As we can see, RC Cola returning the defensive favor.
And that one blocked away. Point goes to RC Cola Air Force as we turn it over to EJ Gamboa.
Thanks, guys. Well, with the people all over the country coming to today's game, just to support the Air Force ladies, they're really trying their best to put their best show. As they told me earlier, yung suporta na nakukuha nila sa ground, yun yung nagiging motivation nila every game. Now, in addition to what we heard earlier during the huddle, coach challenged them to do better job in offense. They should also stop giving easy points to the Generika. This is because of their errors, and moreover, he told them to move quicker inside the court so they can defend and set up their play well. He also told them, kung hindi natin kaya, wag natin pilitin. 100% ang kailangan natin sa larong to. And the girls ended the huddle praying together. And with that, guys, I guess we can just expect them to set their best foot forward and get this game into their advantage as much as they can. Guys, back to you.
Well, thank you, EJ. Batina Salak taking advantage of a flat-footed defense, scoring earlier. Well, that error giving RC Cola another point. They are down 8-12.
Batina Salak is just fun to watch here. He should be like a study for young setters.
I think she has a master's, a PhD in volleyball setting. Just like this one. Unfortunately, slowed down by the block. Yonko goes to Cases. Off the blocker, rolls in.
Yubi Gonzaga caught flat-footed on herself there, watching the ball.
And that's actually the third time he's pointed that out. Trying to chase the ball in front of her. Salak backs it. Nene Bautista. And Yari Yonko unable to control that. Point goes to Generika Army.
A little lazy defense here from Yari Yonko. He could have taken a small step and gotten two hands on that ball.
They go to Cases. Blocked away by Salak. Cases, one more try. Blocked again by Salak. And that one is good.
Solo block here from Tina Salak. That's a veteran move. She just zone blocked. She wasn't really looking to block. She was just making sure there were hands there that the defense could get around. Well, her defense could read.
And then Bautista with a service, targeting Yari Yonko. Ortiz running attack, puts it down.
Okay, that could be an uh-oh moment for Generika Army if Micah Ortiz can get going with that running attack. Beautiful set there from Rhea de Maculangan.
Michael Ortiz had 17 points in the 5-set victory against PLDT. Ortiz and Casas actually scored 6 of the final 8 points in the 5th set. Quick play for Jenny Sabas, couldn't finish. Casas pushes, couldn't score. Salak cross-court, Tudakis off the blocker, makes the pay.
Veteran move here from the former Tamara, tooling the block outside.
Tina Salak with a chance to send Generika Army into the technical timeout with the advantage, 15 serving 10. And an 8-second violation on the part of Tina Salak. I don't think anybody was sure on who was supposed to serve.
Okay.
A mental lapse for Generika Army.
Yeah, rare mental lapse. Salak was the one saying, my fault, but what she was asking the second referee is, we want to check our lineup, which is legal.
That'll send Micah Ortiz to the service line for RC Cola Air Force.
Confusion there with the numerous switching here in the game of volleyball.
Gonzaga puts it down. And Generika Army does go into the second technical timeout with the advantage, 16-11.
Here and very nicely.
Oh, Balse. Strong attack, but Castillo digs it up. Caballero blocked away by Balse. Castillo gets under it. Caballero gets over it. Ball still in play. Oh, down the line, finish.
If you were able to see Yubi Gonzaga after she did that block, she did a little fist pump. Intensity there, the warrior from Guimaras.
But unfortunately, ball did not fall. And point will go to RC Cola Air Force. Dagas realized he was just too late. Oh, Balse had to adjust. Bautista sends it over. Cases digs it up. Caballero off the blocker. Tin Agno covers the floor. Back set, Gonzaga blocked away. They send it back to Judy. Still no go. Good rally in the set. Bounce. Ball still doesn't fall. Rally goes on. Gonzaga with a push and the finish.
Judy Gonzaga doing it all here for Generika Army. Defensively, offensively. So we can see she's going to go over here on 2. The defense late to react to her. Look at her hug Tina Sala as she takes a few deep breaths. She was very, very active on that sequence.
Jovelyn Gonzaga making the defense pay for being too late, trying to establish a double block.
Right, Manzano in. Had some height here up front. As Semana takes over the setting duties.
Bowser puts it down. And Generika Army with an avalanche here in set number 2. They are up 19-14.
Bakit pumunta ka rito? Pupunta siya sa likuran. Huwag mo tingnan yung bola. Tignan mo kung saan pupunta yung spiker mo. Doon mo siya bablakin. Okay? Judy, huwag magsasawa. Sabi ko sa'yo, huwag magsasawa. Talaga, pukpok. Okay, Wendy. Umupo kayo set mo. Okay, gawa ka ng play. Tuloy mo yung tres mo. Tuloy mo, huwag pabalikin. Okay, Rhea, sa dulo ka lang. Kailangan natin receive. Kailangan natin bumlock. Kailangan natin tumigit. Block. Abulin natin yan. Sagay natin.
All right, the coach just saying, it all boils down again to the pass. And you can't let the Generika Army, like we pointed out earlier, you can't let them get a lead on you because they're just too good.
If anything, though, what are the bright spots that you see from RC Cola?
Their defense is, still keeping the ball alive. As you can see now, change setter, so just to give a little different look. Manzano was the substitute was instrumental in their win against PLDT. Let's see if she can bring her team to life.
The rally continues. Bene Bautista couldn't finish it off. Semana goes to Manzano. Excellent dive by Gonzaga. The shot, but no finish for Generika Army. The dump, but no finish for RC Cola. Here's a try from Nene. Ball trickling to Twine. Bautista drops it over. Manzano. Ambitious attempt. Dug up at the back row. Agno gives up a chance ball, and this rally continues. Caballero, attack, not over.
Wow, the Generika Army just showing their dominance here on most aspects of this game. The set maybe just a little low by Semana. Really enclosed any avenues of approach for Caballero there for RC Cola.
You know, the size and experience of Generika Army winning out in those long rallies.
That's right. Experience being the key factor there. Judy Gonzaga putting on a defensive display along with Agno, the libero, for Generika Army.
Back set, walked away though by Balse. Cross court, Manzano, attack not over. Back-to-back points for Generika Army.
Right, unfortunate the set kind of low, but Manzano still tried to hit it with a full head of steam. And like the coach of RC Cola was pointing out towards Yariyongo, if you're going to crank the ball, your hand has a tendency to get lower.
Good read on the part of Judy Caballero, just letting the ball sail out. Her team is down 15, serving 21.
Well, we have an all UST front line here for RC Cola. Let's see if they can pull something off here.
And RC Cola serves up an ace.
Yep, that's a start.
They score from the service line. 16 serving 21. As we take a look at it again.
The receiver kind of lazy. Not really fully bent there for reception.
No other way to describe it. Salah dumps it over. Same shot, same result. She tried that earlier, and she got the finish that she wanted. Generika Army within 3 points.
Yeah, RC Cola's coach claiming it was held because it wasn't a clean release. Well, if you call. But needless to say, Joy Casas was there. She was kind of caught.
Ortiz with a hammer.
Ortiz just making mincemeat of the block put up by Generika Army. And starting to really get impressed here with Juby Gonzaga's defense. She's touching almost every ball that comes her way.
Oh, miscommunication between center and attacker. No one knew who was supposed to get it. Lucky break for RC Cola Air Force, down 18 serving 22.
Tina Salak already shouting there at Nene Bautista to come here because she wants to run a different play.
Chance ball given up. Quick setup job for Cases. Attack sails out of bounds though. Generika Army is up 23 to 18.
She was isolated here against Tina Salak. That's what you want. Unfortunately, Joy Cases is not able to cash in on the opportunity.
Back set, running attack for Ortiz. A little off speed, catches a defense snapping for the finish.
Yeah, Agno there caught sagging too deep, forcing Nene Bautista in the sweeper's position, who takes all the deep balls, to come up. That she was like 2 steps behind, so she came up a little short.
Yonko in the game for Wendy Semana. As Randy Makulangan is on deck to serve.
As she resumes setter's duties.
19 serving 23. Bakis off the blocker for the finish.
Kind of impressive, the offense here by Tina Salak is actually quite simple. Probably asking RC Cola, stop this first before I start doing my dance. They continue to target Joy Cases.
Interesting point. Salak back set for Gonzaga. Great dig by Dima. Iya with the attack, but sails out of bounds, and set number 2 belongs to the Lady Troopers. They are 25 points away from championship number 3. 25-22, 25-19. Will they hoist the banner? We will find out when we come back.
And run an offense and keep the Generika Army blockers off balance. There's one way to do it. Mike Ortiz with a running attack to open the 3rd set.
And for more on Generika Army, let's turn it over to Carla Aguas.
Thanks, guys. The key to defeating a tough opponent is knowing their weak spots and attacking it mercilessly. Coach Rico's game plan is for the Lady Troopers to up their defense because in the past sets, RC Cola was able to power through their blocks, causing painful points. He wants them to position themselves on the floor and not leave any gaps on the floor. And lastly, he told them to start communicating with each other. The errors made earlier were all caused by miscommunication. Now, speaking of communication, Tina Salak told her team to start helping each other para diretso na ang set. She then turned to Jean Balse and told her to start moving at the same pace of the team. Will this be enough? Do you smell a three-peat, guys?
I don't know about that, Carla, but the way RC Cola is playing, they want to get this set. They are up 2-0. If you remember that game against the PLDT Lady Spikers, you can see that when RC Cola really got hyped up, that's when they got their game going.
That's right. When Mike Ortiz started coming alive in the middle, it was giving PLDT their headaches. It started freeing up Joy Cases toward the end of that set. Most of her kills coming down the wire because of the established middle dominance here of Mike Ortiz.
Good reception, the setup and the attack, but Yonko blocks it away. Back set this time. Salak making use of her wingers. Iya Yonko blocked away. Rachel Dakis sends it over, gets the finish.
Heads up play here from Dak.
So far in the libero battle, Tin Agno really owning the matchup against Jill Castillo. But Castillo no slouch either. She's been able to dig up some tough shots from the Lady Troopers. Running attack goes wide and side out. And point goes to Generika Army.
Okay, how often can this play be productive for them? It's 1-1, so it's a 50% effective play. Let's see if they try to tweak it a little bit.
You know, as devastating as that is, Mike Ortiz running attack, how else would you set that up?
I mean, at this level, you can run a back B quick instead of a running slide because everybody runs the running slide, and if you want to be effective there, you have to hit the ball down the line. And that's what Abby Moraño of AirAsia was able to develop in her arsenal, and she proved very effective in that running attack, as we saw in Cebu. But for RC Cola, they have to run it a little differently because the Generika Army is already planting on her.
But look at Mike Ortiz continue to cook, trying to infect everyone with their energy as RC Cola Air Force takes the lead, 4 serving 3. Salah sets up Palse. Ortiz digs it up. Cases slowed down by the blocker. Salah to Palse for the finish.
Excellent play here from Tina Salak. Be quick there to Mary Jane Balse.
And RC Cola has to solve this puzzle. For more on the Raiders, let's turn it over to EJ Gamboa.
Even if the defense is keeping them alive in the last 2 sets, Coach told the girls that it is not enough. As he said, let's not hold back on defense. He particularly challenged Yonko to use her height into their advantage. He said, you cannot just stand there and watch your teammates do the job. During the huddle was more of a motivation and reminder to the girls of what they are capable of. Sabi niya, tiwala lang sa sarili. Hindi pwedeng hahabol tayo and then we'll slack off pag nahabol.
Yonko trying to be aggressive, but Nene Bautista going up high for the strong finish.
Just relentless attacking here. It's almost an offensive juggernaut here for Generika Army, as they're no slouch on the defensive side of themselves, giving their team multiple attacks here.
Number 2 in the league in terms of digs. Unfortunately, he couldn't get to that one as Joey Casa scores off the blocker.
Yeah, Agno not covering the attack there, not blocking or not coming up here. He was supposed to take the weak ball, which that was.
Joey Casas troops to the line for the service. Good sharp point, but chased down by Rachel Dakis. Balse puts it down. A force in the middle for those quick combination plays.
If I'm RC Cola, I'll start worrying because if Mary Jane Balse starts dominating the middle, can you imagine it's going to free up Dakis, Gonzaga, and Nene Bautista? What a defensive nightmare that would be.
And the volleyball evangelist once told me, a team that controls the middle,
more often than not, wins the game. As Juvie Gonzaga continues to serve short, giving offensive nightmares here to RC Cola as they can't pass the ball effectively.
They continue to befuddle the floor defense. RC Cola Air Force with those short serves. Di makulangan the jump set. Caballero couldn't score. They send it back, but Dakis keeps it alive for Bautista to attack. Everyone in attendance, fans of RC Cola Air Force, Generika Army, enjoying the finals here. But Generika Army making sure that they have the advantage as we welcome the president of Solar Entertainment Corporation, Mr. Wilson Tiang. Welcome to the game, sir. Nice to see you here.
Good afternoon, sir.
So far, Generika Army protecting their advantage, relentless floor defense and smart playmaking, making sure they stay in the lead. Agno chases it down, takes a dangerous dive, and Iya Yonko will score.
Let's see if Iya Yonko can get going here, but she's in the back row. Maybe they can give her some back row sets here just to get her arm going.
Targets Dakis on the serve. Bautista on the attack. Dakis short.
Well, good idea, bad execution. One of the rare miscues here from Tina Salak. She smiles at herself, and even the coach gives her a little chuckle. You're a little bit too much of a veteran for that move. Is the look on the coach's face here of Generika Army.
7 serving 8. Salak again. Dump doesn't fall. Caballero off 2 blockers. Bautista trying to keep it alive, and point will go to the Raiders.
Bautista having the little bad habit here of kind of standing up when she passes the ball. It limits her distance and she can't read the ball as well. For all you volleyball enthusiasts out there, that's why it tells you to bend. You can read the ball better.
Balse forced to adjust. Di Makulangan. Yonko the setup for this Caballero shot, but blocked away. Caballero tries to power it down, blocked away again. They go to the other side, but attack is short for Josimer Tapik.
I was noticing the frequent hand and voice communication between Juve Gonzaga and Rachel Andakis here in the back row. There they go again because they're playing coverage.
Balse couldn't get it, or Savas rather puts it down. Generika Army a 2-point advantage, then serving 8. As a look at Jenny Sabas. Can't get it on the first time, try to get it the second time.
Right, heads up play there from the middle attacker here of Generika Army. Doing her job there. She's in charge of the target the wingers, as you call them. As Semana will now come in for defensive purposes.
And Iya Yonko not expecting that at all.
Well, it clipped the net, which kind of threw her timing off, yeah.
Semana receives well. Di Makulangan sets up Caballero. Bautista, good block coverage. She gets it back. Couldn't put it down. Di Makulangan to Caballero. Attack not over. Point will go to Generika Army.
Excellent play calling here from Tina Sala. Was able to isolate Nene Bautista again. Sabas now is starting to get the respect of the blocking core here of Arsicola.
Timeout whistle. Let's try to listen in.
Hirap na hirap si Judy. Hirap na hirap na si Bola. Kasi na siya mga pag ano, open na lang. Pagandahin mo na, ibigay mo na lang sa dulo-dulo. Set na lang ng maayos. Okay? Jude, sabi ni Sir, mag-adjust ka doon. Maiksi na yung set. Dito ka tatalon, doon mo papaluin yung bola mo. Hindi pwede. Lapitan mo, tsaka mo takihin ng malakas. Kaya abutin mo, dito ka lang. Wala nang kapersa. Magnanatogot talaga.
Okay, the coach pointing out, let's keep the play simple now. Try to establish a rhythm here on the offensive side because they're not doing that badly on the defensive side. But they're outside hitters. They need to get going because Generika Army is not showing them any respect. Even the middle attacker, they're not paying attention to. So let's see what Rhea Di Makulangan will run now.
Balse gets back-to-back hits, extending. There's a wince of pain on the face of Coach Clarence Esteban. Third time the charm for Jake Balse.
A simple reception 101 here.
And Jake Balse continues to do damage this time. Catches Castillo napping. And Army is up 14-8.
They go to a 4-man pass.
Good reception that time. Quick combination play, doesn't go. Gonzaga to Bautista. Sabas with a push. Joust at the top. Ball doesn't fall. An attack is not over for Arsicola Air Force. What a run for Generika Army.
It's the consistent play and the relentless attack by Generika Army, forcing Arsicola into a bunch of errors. And it's all starting with the tough serving here from Mary Jane Balse. Setting the tone, using what now in modern volleyball is the serve is your first attack.
Unfortunately, Balse commits an error on that one. Can't have them all. Jake Balse, the bemeddled warrior, did enough damage for this large lead, 15-9.
Yeah, like the coach of Arsicola was pointing out, you cannot let Generika Army get ahead, you know, have a good cushion because they will steamroll you. They start to really put their stamp on this game. Let's see what Arsicola can do to adjust.
As a team, Generika Army is first in service in the league. Salak the back set.
Army as they continue to serve short, giving those offensive nightmares.
Oh, another short attempt. So she immediately apologizes to Coach Rico de Guzman. That's the third time I committed that error. My bad, Coach. 10 serving 16.
Trying to get Rachel Alandakis' attention here for a different play.
Dakis winds it up, blocked up top. Well, that one goes out of bounds. Point goes to the Lady Troopers. 17 serving 10 as we turn it over to courtside with Carla Aguas.
Thanks, James. I was able to speak to Coach Rico for a bit during the huddle, and he's happy with how things are turning out. All he told the Lady Troopers was not to relax, not to be overconfident, and attack at every opportunity. His main plan right now is to not give RC Cola any reception. He wants them to struggle at the pace of the Army. Sargent also pointed out that the spikers of RC are not as strong, so that's how you can target them, target the weaker spikers. They're getting closer and closer to 25. Is today destined for a three-peat, guys? Back to you.
Thank you so much, Carla. As that one still doesn't fall for RC Cola. Dakis pushes it back. DMAC goes cross-court. And they will score.
Let's see if RC Cola can build on that that point there. We can see just pretty hitting from Joy Cases.
She puts it down and she yells out, "Hindi pa tapos." She runs around to celebrate the point.
Pretty good front line here for RC Cola. Let's see if they can make a run. It's a good rotation for them.
Bautista gets under it for Dakis. The off speed doesn't go. DMAC with the back set to Super Iya, but too strong on the attack. And Generika Army extends its lead 18-11 as we go to EJ Gamboa.
It is really up to the ladies to make this their last set or another set to prove themselves. And with things turning out this way, Coach is greatly disappointed with the performance of his girls. In addition to what we heard earlier, Coach wants the girls to move quicker and decide better on the court in order for them to run their offense well. If they cannot block the cross courts of Generika, then backliners have to step up for the team and receive better. Fuller coverage was also instructed to the girls. Lastly, Coach told them, "Huwag tayong bibitaw, hindi pa tayo pwedeng bumitaw." Guys, back to you.
And speaking of not letting go, RC Cola hanging on to this rally. And that shot is good. Great things happen when you are relentless, when you do not give up.
When you stay aggressive, usually luck will favor you. As we can see in Yari Yonko's hit there, clipping the top of the net and falling in.
12 serving 18. Still a lot of time to try and catch up. But Balse continues to cook.
Excellent set there from Tina Salak.
Talk about the synergy and the chemistry between Tina Salak and Jing Balse. Two peas in a pod.
Very nice execution there. Middle blocker, kind of on the shorter side. Not able to get up there.
Chance for Generika Army. Salak will go to Nene Bautista. Blocked away. Gonzaga has to chase it down. And a free ball given up. Chance for the Raiders. Di makulangan. The back set. Cases attack now.
That could be the sign of a little frustration here from Joy Cases. Getting tired of her ball getting dug and blocked. Trying to go off speed.
And Coach Clarence Esteban wants to break the momentum. He sues for time.
Ngayon, ginagawa natin, minamadali natin. Tayo na score, tayo nagmamadali. Hindi natin pwedeng madaliin kasi nga tayo yung umahabol. Kasi idahan-dahan natin para makapag-play tayo ng maayos. Hindi pa tapos, inaayawan na natin. Laban pa natin yan. Ay, ba nga mangyari? Laban yan.
Excellent point here from the RC Cola coach saying, why are we the ones behind? Why are we the ones in a hurry? We gotta be patient and we gotta do it 1 point at a time.
We have to remember that this RC Cola Air Force team, they were not reinforced yet by members of the Air Force. RC Cola was winless in the PSL Grand Prix. So now, while they have achieved so much with this lineup, with only Jed Montero, the only remaining member, they cannot rest on their laurels because they're the closest team, the closest thing to a challenger, at least in the elimination round, to Generika Army. But the way that the Lady Troopers have been flexing their volleyball muscles on the floor, they're making it look like there is no comparison.
Yeah, they are really taking it to another level.
(13 serving 21). RC Cola catching a break.
Troy Cases serving.
Cases trying to load it up. Good reception on the part of Tin Agno. Balse adjusts. Couldn't score. Iyayonko gets under it. Caballero couldn't score. And Jink Balse blocks it away, throws it down, stares him down.
So nice to see Mary Jane Balse with such enthusiasm, like she's back in the UAAP. There is no greater joy for a middle blocker than a stuff block like that.
And well synchronized on the double block. Gonzaga and Balse combining to form a wall at the net. 22 serving 13. It has been a dominant performance, an avalanche of points. And Generika Army can smell blood.
Yari Yonko just kind of lost in the sauce here. He'll be taken in by the moment.
Made a splash in her first few games for RC Cola Air Force. But continues to be checked by Generika Army. Balse couldn't put it down. Imakulangan gets under it. Caballero. Takis digs it up. Salak the backset. Balse the attack. And rally continues. Salak will go to Nene Bautista. Down the line for the finish. Sending us in the championship point.
Just an amazing, amazing defensive stance here by Generika Army, refusing to let the ball hit the floor, giving multiple attacks and really wearing down the defense of RC Cola as they really look, I'm sorry to say, they look starstruck.
If they score this next point, it's going to mean a three-peat. The first ever in the Philippine Superliga. But RC Cola wants to stay alive. They silence the crowd for just a bit.
The Generika Army's coach there just gonna call a simple play. I think he wants to run something for Balse.
Salak to Balse. Still no goal. Dimac to Caballero. Gets the finish down the line.
Caballero refusing to quit here. Back-to-back point.
RC Cola within single digits, 15 serving 24. What an uphill climb it's going to be if RC Cola wants to get back into it. Bautista. Dakis picks it up. Salak backs it. Balse blocked away. Look at RC Cola fight. South Ramos and the rest of the RC Cola Air Force bench deep in prayer as Generika Army.
Watch. I would encourage a lot of you young centers out